might with become a better guitar player. And one of the topics I see a lot on guitar pages and talking to newer guitar players especially is when to get a tremolo on their guitar, or whether or not they should get one. So what is a tremolo? What a tremolo is it changes the pitch of your strings with an arm. So this is a classic Fender tremolo, probably one of the most common types out there. These have been around since the 1950s. They alter the pitch of your strings a fair amount, but you can't bury them and get really abusive with them because it'll put your guitar out of tune. And if you buy an inexpensive guitar with a tremolo, it's probably not going to stay in tune for you much at all. So I guess when somebody new is buying like their first guitar or their first really good guitar, I always explain buying guitars is kind of like buying cars. If you buy one with more accessories, it might not, the all-around product might not be as good as say one without a tremolo that has similar equipment on it, because they're not putting the money in the tremolo. So let's take a closer look at what I do with this tremolo here. So I have this tremolo set up to where I can make my strings have a lower pitch. I could set it up to where I can also raise it up, but I don't do that on this guitar because for this type of tremolo, it's kind of problematic. So by pushing down on this, it lowers the pitch of the strings. So if for some reason you happen to get a deal on a guitar that has a tremolo and you don't want to use it, there's ways to not use it. First of all, you can just unscrew this and take it right off if you want. And if you really want to make it even more semi-permanent, you can tighten these screws up here and it'll pull your tremolo down really tight to the body of the guitar, and it'll be like a guitar without a tremolo. So, and like I said, this is probably one of the most common tremolos out here, this style of a tremolo anyway. So very common, very useful. This is all I ever saw David Gilmour and Pink Floyd use. Jimmy Page used it a lot on later recordings, this sort of simple tremolo. Jeff Beck was a maniac with this tremolo, and this is all he ever used. Well, it's not all he ever used, but in later years, mostly he just used a simple Fender tremolo. So 1979 or 1980, Eddie Van Halen came out and a few other guys, and there was a new product on the market. It was called the Floyd Rose tremolo, and I'll show you what one of those is. I have one here. So, all right, so 1980s comes along and Van Halen 1 comes out, and what do we hear? Just maniac type tremolo. A man named Floyd Rose from California invented this tremolo. He was a guitar player and he played with Fender tremolos, and they weren't working well enough for him. So he came out, he made this, then he made what you call a locking nut. And what this does is, when you tune your guitar, you loosen these up, okay? And then you tune your guitar. And when it's in tune, you tighten these down. And then you can just bury the strings. And this is a really old one. This one is probably from like 1981 or 1982. And this is before they had tuners. If you buy one now, it'll have fine tuners back here, and they're much easier to tune. You tune it with the nut unlocked, and then you fine tune it with the fine tuners back here. I don't have one of those now. They're actually kind of heavy. I think they changed the sound of your guitar a little bit because there's so much metal back here. But this one, I bought this one before they came on guitars. You had to buy this separately in a box and then put it on yourself. So it's got the same inner workings as a Fender. It's just much heavier. It's the this tremolo works to lower, and you can raise the pitch. It's what they call a floating tremolo. So if you ever listen to Steve Vai or Joe Satriani or Eddie Van Halen, they use these a lot. And they use them a lot. And throughout the 1980s, a lot of people used these. And one of the things I know when you're starting out, and when I was a young kid and I started out, I wanted the guitar that had the most crazy stuff on it. I wanted one that was a bright color, and you know, I wanted that kind of stuff. But something to keep in mind if you're buying a guitar, if it's a cheaper one and it has a Floyd Rose on it, it probably won't be very good. It'll be hard to play without, everything you play will sound like this. They float and they make a lot of noise. So if you're not really used to playing with one, it'll really be hard for you to play simple music, especially if you're just playing some simple chord type stuff. As a learner, that's what you want to start out with. But if you have this big heavy metal tremolo back here, it'll make a lot of noise and it'll be frustrating. It'll definitely slow down your progress for sure. I don't recommend anybody buy a guitar under, say, $500 with a Floyd Rose. I don't recommend that beginners buy a guitar with the Floyd Rose either. I think it just would be frustrating. It might make you quit playing altogether. My advice would be to buy one without a tremolo altogether, or one with maybe more of a traditional tremolo that you can take the arm off of and play without the tremolo even working while you're starting out. So, but if you really want to hear what one of these Floyd Rose tremolos does, listen to some old Steve Vai or Joe Satriani or Eddie Van Halen. They incorporate it into everything they play, into the chords, into the solos, into everything. They just make it's part of their voice. It's just how they make it play. So I hope this helps you out. If you're buying your first guitar and you're thinking about getting a tremolo or not, hopefully this helps you make up your mind of whether or not to get one and which one to get. So thank you and have a great day.